Come and have a look at this. Come and have a look. Hopefully the babies are going to stay out, but they're all free swimming. There we go. Getting much, much bigger now they are. No, not you. I wasn't talking about you. Okay, there we go. There's the mum. And there's all the babies free swimming. Yes, it's so cool. They're like growing nice and big, aren't they? They've got some actual size to them now. God, this is hard. Hang on, I need to get closer. Yeah, so the new sort of nest or base camp is this area over here. And again, mum seems to be really happy over in this area. Seems to be able to defend it nice and easy as well. Look, because she can just look out over the whole tank, which is looking really nice. Here's the dad. Unlike the cribs, just does his own thing and doesn't get involved. But guess what? We have got some great news. The cribs have laid their babies again. And there we go, look, there's Dad with all the babies. There's so many this time. There's even more than before. Look at that, it's like a wave of them. Mum's at the back somewhere, but look, the whole tank is so dark. I really do need to give it a trim up now, don't I? Because it's blocking all the light. But I just didn't want to disturb them, and I'm not going to for the time being. I will set up something, you know, on its own for these babies, but at the moment I'm just going to leave it as it is for at least a week or two. Actually 1 week, because 2 weeks might be too long. They might be all gone. Or maybe they'll just be better this time and it won't happen. I don't know. Because if you remember last time, it got to the 2 week mark and then either the male or the female or something ate all of the babies, and we don't want that happening again. Right, there is something rather weird going on over here in my blackwater tank with my neon tetras. I came in this morning and there's no fish to be seen, and instantly I'm thinking they're all dead. They're not all dead. But upon first impressions look, well, these guys are coming out now. They would do it, wouldn't they, just because I said it, but yeah, there's barely any moving. Considering there's like 30 or 40 neon tetras in there, there's barely any to be seen. So basically they've all found this little sort of area to dive into, right in between that gap, which is not going to focus on for sure, is it? There we go, look, right in that little hole in there is where they all keep going into and coming out of. Now, if I zoom out, look, that's such a tiny part of the whole scape. So yeah, I had to come right round here and look deep down, and eventually, look, I could see them all in there, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, they're not all dead. But what on earth are they doing? So the first thing I've done was check the water parameters. Everything was all good, so there's no issue there, which was obviously the first thing you're going to think of if you can't see a fish, something's wrong. All tested, all good. I've done like a 50% water change anyway. They're still hiding, but the tannings have gone down slightly, but it's all right, I'm not too bothered about that. So who knows? I mean, I've been looking online and quite often it says, oh, your fish is sick. My fish clearly aren't sick. Maybe this is just one of those things where they just feel comfortable going in and out of that section, and I've just made a good home for them. Hopefully that's the case anyway, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be an issue. Right, my fish all know the knock. They know that when I knock, it means food time. I wonder if that'll work to bring them out. Because if that works, then I'm happy that they're fine. Right, as you can see, no fish at all. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I've done the knock there. They're starting to peek around, but they're not coming out yet. I'm going in with the food. As soon as they get a taste for it, surely. Okay, that's a lot of food. I didn't need to put that much food in, but it's done now. Okay, they're all coming out. Here we go. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a flurry as much as that. I just thought they'd sort of peek in and out, but they've fully come out, haven't they? Okay, they're absolutely fine. Look at them. They've got speed, everything. They just must really love that area back there, which is so strange. The thing is, I've never seen them do it before. I've had most of these neon tetras now for a good 6 months. I have never seen them do that, so absolutely strange. This setup is about, what is it, about 3 weeks old now. Again, never seen them do it. But this morning, they were hiding. Maybe they'll do it again, maybe they won't, I don't know. Hopefully this brings them out now. I do want to see them. Although, you know, if they're comfortable in that back area, then that's cool as well, I guess. So over at the Golden Ram tank, things haven't really progressed. I've seen them just keep laying eggs. They've done it about 4 times now in the space of this month, which is crazy. It seems to be, after I do a water change each time, even if it's just like 20%, seems to be enough to trigger some action. Now the problem is, by the time I notice the eggs, within like 1 day, I come back and they're all gone. So they're learning, hopefully they'll get there. Oh, also guys, I just want to give you an update on the better tanks up here, because this one in particular is, in typical MD fashion, overgrown. But hold up, let me explain. So these are my 2 better tanks. You can see both there. Don't worry, there's a thingy card in the middle to separate, otherwise they just constantly sort of square up to each other. But 2 very different designs, a very much sort of open look to this one, really bright, but with areas where the better fish can hide if it wants to. And this one, really, really dark. And to be honest, this actually simulates more of their natural environment than this one, obviously, because that's like a showy tank. So that's why I haven't really trimmed this. It would actually take about 30 seconds to trim these. There's not as many stems as it looks like, but I just think it looks so cool, and the fish seems to really enjoy it as well. I mean, at some point I'm going to have to trim it back, aren't I? And it'll probably grow just as thick again. But I absolutely love all the sort of plants growing at the top naturally like that. These are Ludwigias. Ludwigias convert to immersed growth, so above water growth, really, really easily. As do alternanthras as well. So over here, look, on the Buddha aquarium, which is in there somewhere. Hello. Yeah, you can see this alternanthra just growing at the top here. And then over onto the Amazon aquarium, look at this Ludwigia up here as well. Just grows crazy out the water. And it looks so, so beautiful as well. Look at it. Look at that. Especially this red one. Look at this one here. Isn't that stunning? So nice. And also, hopefully you can see behind me there, guys, I've stripped out the Hillstream sort of fast-flowing rivery tank I'd done. It had its day, I enjoyed it while it lasted, but it's time for something new. Now, I said to you guys in the previous vlog that Timmy was going to be going up here in a new tank that was like a lot longer than this one. But why waste a full height tank when I don't need that much height to the water? I only need that much height. So we're going to use this tank down here, and I can just do exactly what I wanted to do, the full grasslands project, but in a long, shallow tank, perfect for a turtle.